Hey guys, welcome to the Catway. So in this video, we are going to discuss the DI set. Before I begin, I would like to thank all the people who have joined us. Our Facebook group link is there in the description below. Now let's roll in for the video. So the question says that Subramaniam, a cartographer, measures the distance of roads in three units: surveyors kilometer, surveyors mile, and nautical mile. He had four instruments: instrument 1, instrument 2, instrument 3, and instrument 4, that measure the distance between any 2 points. Instrument 1 and Instrument 2 measure the distance in SKM and SM respectively, while both Instrument 3 and Instrument 4 measure the distance in NM. Each of the instruments measure any distance to a high degree of accuracy. However, Instrument 1, Instrument 2, and Instrument 3 display the distance rounded off only to the nearest SKM, nearest SM, and nearest NM respectively, while Instrument 4 displays the distance rounded off to the nearest 1/10 of an NM. Okay, so on a particular day, Subramaniam used these instruments to measure the length of 6 road segments A through F. For each road segment, the table provides the distance displayed by each of the instrument 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is known that the instruments use the following rules for rounding off while displaying the distances. In order to round off any number, say x plus n, where x is the integer part and n is the decimal part, to the nearest whole number, the number is rounded off to x if x is less than 0.5 and to x plus 1 if n is greater than or equal to 0.5. In order to round off any number to the first decimal place, the number is first multiplied by 10, after which the above rule is applied and the result thus obtained is finally divided by 10. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. So what we have been given is, we have been given some distances regarding the road segments A through F, and they have been measured in instrument 1, instrument 2, and instrument 3. Also what we have been given is the conversion rate. Okay, so the first thing which we have to, the thing which we have to find is, we have to find the distance in relation to in the unit of instrument 4, that is in nautical miles and up to 1 decimal place. Okay, so let's make a table for that. Okay, so let's make it here only. So this is what a table would look like after it is made. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F. Now we have been given the distances in the three different instruments, and now we have to find out the instrument 4 distance. Okay, so I will explain to you how to find the distances for A and B, and rest you can find out using the same method. So let's begin. For A, we have been given that the instrument 1 distance is 24 for SKM. Okay, so SKM, it is 24 SKM. Okay, so how did 24 SKM come? So the possible values through which 24 SKM can come is, see, it is being said that instrument 1 and instrument 2 and instrument 3, they round off to the nearest integer if it is if the decimal part is less than 0.5 or greater than 0.5. You have been given some rules. So let's say if the distance was 23.5 SKM. Okay, if the distance was 23.5 SKM, what would have been the distance displayed by instrument 1? The distance displayed would have been 24 SKM, correct? Similarly, if the distance would have been 24.49999 SKM, the distance shown by instrument 1 would have been again 24 SKM. Okay, so the actual distance in SKM can lie between 23.5 and 24.499 SKM. Okay, now so to get a range in nautical mile, we have to convert these two distances, okay, these two distances to nautical mile to get a range of the data. Okay, so for calculation purpose, we can consider this as 24.5. Okay, to make our calculation easy, because there will be a very slight change, so it doesn't really matter, it won't affect your calculation. So you can, for calculation purpose, you can take it as 24.5. Acha, now let's take a look at the conversion rate. So it is said that 1 SKM is equal to 0.5 nautical mile. Okay, so if 1 SKM is equal to 0.5 nm, sorry, 0.5 nm, then 23.5 skm would be how many nautical miles? For this, what you will have to do, you will have to multiply the nautical miles by 23.5. Okay, So let's multiply 23.5 to be multiplied by 0.5. Basically it is 0.2. So 23 is 11.5 and zero point 0.5 is 0.25. So we will have 11.75 nautical mile. Okay. So we have the initial range of 11.75 nautical mile. Similarly, we will have to convert 24.5 skm to nautical mile. Again, what we will do, we will multiply it with 0.5 with 24.5, and we will get the final range as for instrument 1 A and instrument 1 as 12.25 nautical miles. Okay, so this is the distance by 1 for A. Okay, so this is how you calculate. Now after this one has been calculated, you will also have to calculate for the second one, that is for instrument 2. Okay, so let's talk about instrument 2. Let's delete all of this and let's write again our range. So instrument 1, what I will write is instrument 1 at the rate A. The range is 11.75 to 12.25. Okay guys, now let's talk about instrument 2. Now instrument 2 says that the distance is 14 sm. Okay, so the distance is 14 sm. Okay, now for 14 sm, what could be the actual range? The actual range could be 13.5. Okay, 13.5 and 14.5, because then only it will be rounded off to 14 sm. Okay, so it has to be either 13.5 or 14.5. Also, what we have been given is that 1 sm is equal to 0.9 nautical miles. Okay, so 1 sm is equal to 0.9 nautical miles. So what will be the value of 13.5 sm in nautical miles? It will be 13.5 into 0.9. Okay, so what will we get? So it will be 13.5 into 0.9. We will get 12.15, the lower limit. Now what we will have is the upper limit. Upper limit will come when we will multiply 14.5 with 0.9. So let's multiply it. So what we get is 13.05. Okay, so this is a range in nautical mile of the distance of A with respect to in terms of second instrument. Okay, so we have a range now. So let's again remove this all and let's write a range for instrument 2. So for instrument 2, what do we have is instrument 2 at the rate A. What do we have? We have 12.15 to 13.05. Okay, now let's talk about instrument 3. Now instrument 3 is giving it in nautical miles. Okay, so this we do not have to do anything. There's not much work in it. So we can directly say that it is, if it is 12, then the range would be instrument. Let's write the first thing. Instrument 3 at the rate A would give me, see the range, it is given 12.5 12 nautical miles. So 12 nautical miles, even if it is rounded off, can go to a minimum of 11.5 and to a maximum of 12.5. Acha, now we have all the ranges in nautical miles for different instruments. Now we have to see what all are common in this. Acha, see, the lower limit, the high maximum limit for the maximum number for the lower limit is 12.5. Okay, so which means that your number is going to be bigger than 12.15. Okay, so it is going to be, sorry, it is going to be greater than 12.15. Okay, and between the higher limits, our lowest number is 12.25. So it means that it will be between, somewhere between 12.25. Okay, because we have to find out the final range. You cannot say that it is going to come as 11.8, because if it is going to be 11.8, then instrument 2 case will not satisfy it. So you have to check for numbers which will satisfy for all of them. So the only range which we get is between 12.15 to 12.25. Also, one thing is said that instrument 4 will show only up till 1 decimal place. So what we can say is that the range measured by the instrument 4 will be 12.2 nautical miles. Okay, now this is what we can fill in a table. So it is 12.2. Now let's move to the for B. Let's calculate for B. So let's see what we have been given for B. For B, we have been given it in SKM, that is instrument 1, to be 23. So for 23, if it is, it would mean that it is from 22.5 to 23.5. 23.5. For SKM, we have to multiply it with 0.5. Okay, so 22.5 would give me 11.25, and 23.5 would give me 23.5 would give me 11.75. So what we can say is, for instrument 1 at the rate B, what range do we have? We have 11.25 to 11.75. Okay, now let's talk about instrument 2. What does instrument 2 says to us? So instrument 2 says that the distance is 13. What does 13 mean? 13 means that it can vary from 12.5 to 13.5. Also it is in SM. SM to NM is multiplied by 0.9. So let's multiply it. So what we have, instrument 2 at the rate B, what range do we get? 12.5 into 0.9 is the lower range, that is 11.25, and 13.5 into 0.9 is the upper range, that is 12.15. Okay, now coming to instrument 3, we know that instrument 3 is a very simple one, because it is already in nautical miles. So what we can say is it is 11, so that means it will vary from 10.5 to 11.5. Now what is the range that we get? Final range that what we get is, what you have to do is, from the lower limits you have to check the highest value. What is the highest value? It is 11.25. So that means our x will be greater than 11.25, whereas to what number will it be less than? It will be less than less than let's say 12 11.5. Okay, or it will be less than or equal to 11.5. Okay, this is what we can say about it. So now what do we have? Now we have three possibilities. Okay, now we will have three possibilities. So what are the possibilities that we have? We have one possibility is 11.3, one possibility is 11.4, and one possibility is 11.5. Okay, so this is what we have. So we will write all the three of them in the table. So we have 11.3, 11.4, and we have 11.5. So I hope till now you have understood how to calculate each and every one of them, the range for every one of them. You just have to take the value, you have to find out the range, and then you have to find out the maximum and minimum value for that instrument. After finding the net in nautical miles for all the three instruments, you have to find out the final range of our equation, and then you will have to find out the number of possibilities. Okay, now if this is done, then what I will do is I will write for all of them at once. So let's make a table again, a fair table, and let's write it down there. So what we have is, now let's say we have a segment here, A, B, C, D, E, and F, and here we have values for value of instrument 4. Okay, so for A we had calculated it as 12.2. For B we had calculated it as 12.3, 11.3, 11.4, and 11.5. Let's put a slash, a better way. For C, what do we have? We will have, when you calculate it, what you will get is 18.3 and 18.4. From D, what we have? We will get only one, that is 10.3. From E we will get only one, that is 16.7, and from F we will get only one, that is 14.8. So for every one from A to F except B and C, we will have only a single possible value possible. Okay, so this is the final arrangement which we have in instrument, in terms of instrument 4 and nautical miles. Okay, now we can move towards our questions. So the question 1 says that what is the length of road segment E as displayed by instrument 4? Directly from the table, your answer can be given as 16.7. So your OA is 16.7 nautical miles. Okay, now let's move to the second question. If the sum of lengths of the 6 roads segments as displayed by instrument 4 is 83.6 nm. Okay, so we have to find the sum of the 4 of them. Okay, now sum of 4 of them, what we can do is, see, A, B, A, D, E, and F, they have exact values. They have only a single value, unique value. So we can find out the value of them very easily. Let's add it. 12.2, 10.3 which will give me 22.5. So 22.5 is what we have. Then we will add 16.7 to that. We will have 39.2, and then we will have 14.8 to that. So A plus, not C, A plus D plus E plus F would give me 54. So B plus C will have to come as 83.6 minus 54. That is, B plus C will have to come as 29.6. Okay. Now, if from 29.6, 18.4 is subtracted to get the value of B, we will get 11.2. So that is not a possible case. Okay. That means we are pretty much sure that 29.6 में से we will only subtract 18.3, then only we will get a possible value of B. Okay, so let's subtract 18.3, and what we get is 11.3. So this can only be obtained if C is equal to 18.3 and B is equal to 11.3. Okay, so this is the only possible values for C and B which are possible. So the answer to this question is, what was the length of the longest road segment displayed by instrument 4? It will be 18.3 will be the highest. So that will be your correct answer. Okay, now let's move to the third and the last question. Now question says that for which of the following road segments is the difference between the lengths displayed by instrument 3 and instrument 4 the least? Okay, so the distance given by for which of the following road segments. Okay, so for road segments, let's check it out. So for A, what we have been given, 12.2 by instrument 4, and we were given 12 by instrument 3. So the difference is 0.2. Okay, so this is the first difference which we have. For B it is 11, and from here it is 11.3. So it is going to be greater than 0.2, that's for sure. Let's not note it down. Okay, for C it is 18, and here it is 18.3, the minimum value. Again, we need not note it down. For D it is 10.3. Here it is 10, again greater than 0.2, cannot be the least. For E we have 16.7 here, and here we have 17, 0.3, no need to count. For F it is 15 here, and here it is 14.8, again 0.2. So that means the minimum value, the minimum difference between the length of the segment measured by instrument 3 and instrument 4 is 0.2, and this is for segment A and segment F. So these will be our answer. Okay, so that's it for the video, guys. I hope you have understood how to solve this question. Thanks for watching, guys.